Hello, hello, my friends. I have a HOMEWORX candle review for you today. We are going to be talking about Orange Clove. Now, this fragrance is currently listed as being sold out over on the Slatkin & Co. website. I have no idea if they are planning to restock this fragrance or not. However, I did want to go ahead and put a review up for this candle just in case it pops back up over on the Slatkin & Co. website or over at QVC. Or I also know that a lot of these HOMEWORX candles are showing up in various retailers. So I felt like the review would still be relevant. This is one of their standard 4-wick 18-ounce vessels with the beautiful photographic wraparound label. I actually really love the label on this one. I think it's perfect for the holiday season as well as just the winter season. We've got the beautiful like orange slices with the pine cones, and we all know that the ambiance that is created when these candles are lit up is really probably some of the best in the candle burning game. Fragrance notes listed on this candle on the bottom of the candle are sparkling orange, crushed clove buds, spiced honey, and exotic woods. If you go over onto the Slatkin & Co. website, they give top, middle, and bottom notes. Top notes of black peppercorn, sparkling orange, ginger. Mid notes of clove bud, nutmeg, spiced honey. Base notes of Davana, exotic woods, and cinnamon stick. And the pour date of this candle is June 25th, 2024. So what does my nose detect? All right, you guys, if you caught my candle, was it the candle chat video? I think it was, where I showed you that I had hauled this candle. I told you guys I actually don't like this fragrance. I didn't like it on cold sniff. I still don't really love it. It smells a little bit better when it is burning, and we're going to talk about the performance of it in a little bit here. But the fragrance on this, to me, you guys, it is not where it's at for me. I do think that it is the base notes of whatever they're using as like exotic woods as well as spiced honey in here is just hitting my nose weird with their whatever they're saying is like sparkling orange. It's not a very like robust. I mean, I guess it is a robust orange note here. I do smell that. I do detect some of the clove, but I think the mixture with that exotic woods, whatever that fragrance accord is that they are using there, I mentioned in that video that this smells very much like an industrial cleaner that I would use to like mop my floors with that is marketed as a citrus fragrance. I don't like this scent at all. It reminds me of a cleaner. It's just, yeah, I don't know. There's something about it. I just really don't like the fragrance of this one. So it's, which is really surprising to me because I do tend to like the way that HOMEWORX does orange fragrances. I think Harry does, especially in the summertime. A lot of his orange fragrances are just beautiful. But this one is a big miss for me. And like I said, I do think that it are the base notes of those exotic woods, whatever is coming, whatever they're using to put into that fragrance accord, mixed with the spiced honey. I don't tend to really like honey as a fragrance note in candles. I kind of thought like, oh, I'll overlook it in this one, but I probably should have used my better judgment and been like, yeah, no, that's, I don't think I'm going to like that one. So fragrance is a yuck for me. I actually strongly considered just throwing this one in the declutter pile before I burned it, but I thought, no, I did get it for review purposes, so I am going to go ahead and take one for the team and go ahead and do it. And I also know that sometimes I don't like fragrances upon cold sniff, and then I light them up and I do enjoy them. So I thought maybe it'll transform upon burn, but it did not do that. And now we need to segue into the performance of this candle because I've had this candle lit for about 4 hours now, and you can see that it's still, I mean, it's pulling out kind of, but you can see that there's still some wax along the rim. And you can also see that the wicks on here are not super strong. Like they're not necessarily puny or drowning, but these are some smaller wicks. I would say this has become a little bit of a pattern on some of these like winter fragrances that I have picked up from HOMEWORX. I am noticing that a lot of their candles, they're burning like the first burn, they take a while to pull out. I do think that they have been messing with wicks again because I am noticing that the wicks are a little bit thinner. Not all of the fragrances, but I did start to notice that with a lot of the like late summer and the fall fragrances, and I'm noticing that trend still in a lot of their winter releases. Um, a lot of these winter candles, what I am finding is that they burn pretty decently all the way until about the halfway mark. But once I start to get to about like a third of the wax left, or after that halfway mark, I'm starting to notice that the wicks are starting to kind of like peter out a little bit. They're starting to develop kind of that like puny wick syndrome. In fact, the morning that I am filming this, I actually just finished burning Christmas Joy from HOMEWORX, which burned quite well for me all the way down until these last like 3 burns. The wicks kind of were a little bit puny on me. I had that issue with my pumpkin cold brew. So I don't know what's going on with the wicks, but I don't feel like they are burning as hot and as strong as they have been in some other candles that I have bought from the brand this year. So who knows what they're doing again, or if it has to do with the fragrance oils. I don't know. But that is one of the things that I would caution you on. Also, with this fragrance in particular, this one is not strong for me, thank goodness, because I, again, don't like the fragrance. I would give this candle maybe a 3 at the most in terms of strength and throw. I cannot really detect the scent, which again, I don't like the scent, so that's kind of good, but also that's really telling you how weak this fragrance is, because if it's a candle that I don't really love, I tend to really, really hone in on the fragrance. Like, I tend to have the experience that sometimes I think that a fragrance I don't like tends to perform better because I can really smell those notes. But I will tell you that when I have been burning this candle in my closed concept bedroom, I don't really smell it a whole lot, other than if I'm like walking right by the candle. Even right now, I'm sitting, what, 2 feet away from this candle, and I can smell it, but it's not smacking me in the face. I will say upon burn, what I am still smelling is more of that like the exotic woods, and that's what I'm smelling more so than the orange. The orange is definitely like a background scent in here, but I still do not love this fragrance. It's just it is not for me. And again, the performance of it, if I burn it out here in the open concept, I definitely don't smell it. Maybe if I burned it in a small bathroom, I would smell it, but it's definitely, it doesn't even really fill up my master bedroom, which is a smaller sized bedroom with lower ceilings. So this candle does get 2 thumbs down from me. I wouldn't even really recommend, if you come across this out in the wild for that $14.99 price point. If you love the fragrance, I don't know if I could really say that you should take a gander on it. I mean, maybe if you have a more closed concept, maybe it might perform better for you, but this one just has not been performing well for me. I did pair this candle with Kringle Candles, Pine Cone, and Clove, and I did think that that one might be like a good candle pairing combination. And more so, like I said, I was doing that for review purposes, so I could kick out this review for you guys. But this candle for me, I don't even really feel good putting it in like the declutter stash to like go to Goodwill or something. I think what I'll do is I'll probably just burn this candle outside on my back porch, like when we're sitting out there. Yeah, I don't really love this fragrance that much, but I also think that the performance isn't really good enough that I would feel good like passing it on for like I said, to like donate to Goodwill or something. I don't even feel like people would be getting their worth out of it. Money's worth out of it doing that. So womp womp on this one. But there have been some other HOMEWORX candles that have been performing well for me, and I will keep you guys updated in the over the next couple of weeks. I will give you some updates on some HOMEWORX candles. I do still have a couple of them in my pipeline here in terms of doing some dedicated reviews on. So make sure that you are subscribed to my channel if you want to see more dedicated reviews. I do also have a HOMEWORX candle review playlist that you can check out some reviews of a lot of other HOMEWORX candles that I have previously had in my collection and reviewed for you. So feel free to comment down below. Did you purchase this candle? Let us know what your experience has been. I do believe that this fragrance is still available in the the reed stick diffusers. But honestly, you guys, my experience with the reed stick diffusers, those are good for like a small space, like a really small powder room. Sometimes I've used them as like in my expedition as like a car freshener. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I would even recommend purchasing those either. But yeah, you guys, this one does not get 2 thumbs up for me. This gets a womp womp, 2 thumbs down. I would pass on this candle. And you guys know that I am a brand ambassador for Slatkin & Co. I will give them their praise when they do things well, but I will also give them, critique and criticism if it is needed. And I do feel like they need to go back to the drawing board on this one. So Please hit the thumbs up if you found this video helpful. It helps me out with the old YouTube algorithm. Consider subscribing to my channel if you are new. I do want to say thank you so very, very much for spending your time here with me today. And until my next one, I hope you all go out and have a very blessed day. Bye.